advantages of a laboratory information management system are many. For example, a normal laboratory will have thousands of request forms and samples going through it each day. So to keep all of those paper request forms would be quite difficult for sheer space reasons. So we can keep everything on an electronic database, makes it a lot more convenient. It's easy to find any particular record as well. You can search it in the same way as you can search any database such as an Excel sheet, whereas if you had boxes and boxes of files, then you'd have a great difficulty in ever finding them again, even if they were put away in the right order. It's also very easy to share information in that I can electronically send it from one place to another very quickly. I don't have to have someone porting that across or sending it in the post even. All these things can be encrypted as well when we send them across. It's a secure system as well, because we don't rely on somebody nipping across and looking through boxes. We can access them as long as we've got a password. We can access these things, which also means we're able to keep that information for people who have access rights rather than anybody that's got into the room where the boxes of information are. We can also back up that information, so many hospitals will what they call mirror the information each night. So every day you recopy the information across to somewhere else. So if there's a fire where the server is kept, then the other place will still be available. As I've mentioned, the confidentiality is a great thing by this. We can also have different levels of access depending on your place in the hierarchy of the building. So for example, I work within a microbiological section and I only need to look at the microbiological related data, but one of the medical staff may need to see microbiological and chemical and histological. I don't need those other bits, so we can keep it confidential as tight as is possible anyway. One great advantage certainly for bacteriology is you can, with a good information system, you can very easily track the number of particular diseases. So in the same way as an Excel sheet, I can look, for example, at the number of cases where a Streptococcus group A organism has been isolated in a particular ward or in a particular hospital, and that information is very easily to access through a laboratory information management system. Very useful epidemiologically. Once a system is bought, although the systems are probably very expensive at the start, once they're bought, it's very cheap to run such a system from that point on. There are other issues that are advantages. For example, it's a greener system. Many laboratories are requesting that their forms are sent electronically rather than on a paper copy. This stops us needing to chop the trees down and stops us needing to store the samples. It also makes things more secure and allows easy record keeping as far as the security of identifying a sample, because it's sent electronically, so we have names, dates of births and all sorts of things relating to the patient that are clearly put and not scribbled down on a piece of paper. The system's also easy to audit, so that I can also find out who had a look at this patient sample at what date and what time, and even what computer they accessed it from. So there's a full auditable system from this laboratory information management system.